expected value over pi star of the discounted reward RT, provided you are in state ST and taking an action A. So this RT is represented in this form, that is summation of all k from 0 to infinity gamma k RT plus k plus 1. This is your expected discounted return provided you are taking action A in state ST. So at each stage you will take an action greedily with respect to your policy pi star. Likewise, another meaning of this equation is that in state S you are selecting an action A that will maximize your expected return, and then after reaching to the next state S dash, you will follow the policy pi star, which is an optimal policy. So as I explained, the last equation equal to the expected return provided we are taking an optimal action in state S and thereafter following the optimal policy. Therefore V star S can be written as taking the maximum action A with respect to the optimal action value function. In optimal action value function, what we do, we take any action A in a given state S, and after making a transition to next state S dash, we follow our optimal policy. So this is what we are doing here. The value function gives the optimal value function gives you the expected return provided you are taking optimal action in each state, whereas optimal action value function gives you the value of state S by taking any arbitrary action A in that state and making a transition to next state, and then you're following policy, that is optimal policy, from the next state. So in short, you are in state S, you are taking any arbitrary action A in state S, making transition to a next state S dash, and from this state S dash you are following the optimal policy. So now go back to state S and replace that arbitrary action A with the optimal action A. That is, you choose an action that maximizes your expected return from state S itself, because we calculate optimal state value function by taking optimal action in each state, whereas in optimal action value function we first choose an action arbitrarily. But now if you replace that arbitrary action A with the optimal action, so this will give you again the optimal state value function. So optimal state value function is basically maximizing your optimal action value function with respect to the action in state S. So now comes a Bellman optimality equation. We will see two equation, that is Bellman optimality equation for state value function and action value function. So this equation V star S, which is maximizing with respect to your action A, summation over all S dash PASS dash times RASS dash plus gamma times, that is maximizing your expected return with respect to action in a state S. So this is the meaning of optimal state value function, and this is the Bellman optimality equation for a state value function for any particular state S. And also states that the value of a state S under an optimal policy must equal to the expected return for the best action taken from that state. That is basically your optimal state value function is maximizing your optimal action value function with respect to your action A. So this is the Bellman optimality equation for your state value function. That is, in state S you choose any valid action A and then you make transition to your next state, that is S dash, and from this state S dash you will follow the optimal policy. The Bellman optimality equation for your action value function. And now we will consider the four algorithms. First is policy evaluation, then policy improvement, then policy iteration, and then value iteration. And let me show you an example of path planning for single agent and a fully observable Markov decision process in a static environment. This is the example. I will show you what is the policy evaluation in the upcoming slides. First, let us consider this example. So basically this is the target for the agent. This is the starting point of the agent, and these red crosses these crosses denote the obstacles. So the task of the agent is to navigate safely through these obstacles, and these are target point. And this is another example. Okay, so and the agent is having 8 possible actions, that is moving left, left up, right, right down, down, and left down. That is all possible 8 directions for the agent. It can choose to move diagonally in any direction and can choose to move left, right, up or down. So consider this example. These are the obstacles. These red crosses are the obstacles for this agent. So in this example, agent is having 8 possible actions, moving diagonally in any direction and moving a left, right, up and down. So this is the assignment problem. The gamma is 0.98. We have assigned a reward for hitting the obstacles, that is -10. Reward for doing nothing is -5. That is, suppose agent is in state 1-1, and if it choose to move downwards, then it will make no transition but will get a reward of -5. That is, suppose in state 1-1 agent choose the directions left, down, or moving left, or moving diagonally left upwards, then it will remain in the same state 1,1, will make no transition, or we can say will make transition to itself, the state as the state 1,1, and will get a reward of -5. And likewise, if an agent is choosing an action that will change the state of the agent but will not take it to the target, then it will get a reward of -1. And likewise, we have assigned reward of 100 for only those actions that can take an agent to the target. That is, so suppose you are in any of these states, that is 9, suppose if this obstacle is not here, and now you are in either in 9,10 or 9,9 or 10,9, then the possible actions that can take you to the target is up, right, and moving diagonally, that is from here to here. So only these 3 states are provided a reward of 100, and that too only if they are possible in these states. And in all other states, they are given, each action is given a reward of -1. So that is, the problem is you are assigning a reward of -1 for each state, that is not for each action in any state that is not taking you to the target value. And if it is taking to the target value, then only 3 actions are provided a reward of 100, that is right, up, and diagonally moving upward. And then hitting the obstacles will give you a reward of -10, and doing nothing will give you a reward of -5 with gamma 0.98. So this is the path that you will get after calculating the state value functions, that is running the policy evaluation algorithm. And once you get the state value functions, you select an action greedily with respect to your state value function. And likewise, this is another example of path planning for the agent. And let me show you the example. So this is a reward of 100. Only it is provided only to those actions that will take an agent to the target value, and this is provided only to 3 actions, that is up, right, and moving upwards diagonally. And this reward is provided only if these 3 actions take the agent to the target value, and for all other states and in all other states, taking this action will give you a reward of -1. That is, if these actions are taken in such a way that they will take the agent to the target value, only then they are provided a reward of 100. And in all other states, taking these actions will give you a reward -1. That is, all 8 actions are given the reward of